What's up, everybody? And welcome back to our next episode review of Falcon and Winter Soldier. So today, we're going to talk about this really awesome episode. But of course, I need my comic gamer girl sister.
Buonasera.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Of course, we need our third co-host.
We need our other
Simone.
sister.
Yeah.
Hi.
Already on crack.
Yes. So, this episode, just straight fire.
Oh. Too much fire.
Mm-hmm. A lot of fighting, a lot of motion. So, if you guys had to rate this episode, what would it be?
I'd give it a 9.
I'm going to give it a 10.
I've been watching it 4 times.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
No, I'm not.
No.
No,
I would be right in the middle. I'm giving it a 9.5.
9.5.
Awesome.
So the episode is called "The Whole World Is Watching," and that's pretty literal, especially the ending.
Yes. It's interesting, as I said before, how everybody is now judging this new Captain America character. And I'm like, like with WandaVision, everything was approved. This is exactly what Zemo said, I think, in episode 3. Like, once they put someone on the pedestal, you don't see their flaws anymore. Whereas the new Captain America, you see all of his flaws. While he is just as traumatized as any of these other people. So it's interesting to see people's reaction to, like, put yourself in his shoes. What would you do when you see your best friend dying? Would you snap, or would you be like, well, let's talk about this? You'd go for it.
Everyone deals with grief differently, which is kind of what, like, they tried to touch on in WandaVision, like Wanda dealing with her grief and everything. So, but this was like a totally different kind of grief.
No, but if you see how they talk about, like, if they had the serum in Afghanistan, how that would have saved so many people. So these are already guys with, what do you call it, PTSD.
Yeah.
And you put this guy under so much pressure by turning him into a symbol, and everybody's watching him. So he has already so much stress, and you already see him already so upset when these Wakanda queens, they're like, they're not even super soldiers. And, you see him slowly, like, thinking that the only way to be what the world wants him to be is with the super serum. When he says to Bucky, oh, it must be so easy for you with all these, with the serum in your veins. I'm like, what should I?
All right. So, like, right off the bat, like, the episode starts off in Wakanda 6 years ago with Bucky, and that whole scene was just right there. Like, just the Sebastian Stan just killed that scene.
He's a fantastic actor, and that scene is honestly why I've gave it a 10, because that scene was just so powerful.
Yeah.
And in his face, like, I've never I don't think I've ever seen like so much emotion in an actor's face in a Marvel film ever. That was, it was beautiful.
Well, Tony Stark.
Yeah, Tony has, but not as much as Sebastian Stan, I don't think. But it was just beautiful.
Yeah, in that moment when she says, "You are free," I'm like, oh. And just the look on his face.
And then he was actually crying as well. I didn't expect him to cry.
He was just crying because she was so goddamn beautiful. I would cry too. Like, damn.
But like, obviously he's crying because like she, like, of course she was going through all the Hydra brainwashing words, and like he was trying like so hard like not to like give in to like the brainwashing, and it was like you could see it all over his face how much he was fighting like not to go there and like to go back to Winter Soldier, and like it was just really beautiful.
It was. And don't rewatch it right now, Kicker. Just wait until we're done here, okay?
Well, we're about to spoil it. Spoiler alert. To anyone who hasn't seen it. So then, like after that, we see the Dora Milaje back in wherever they were. I can't remember the name of it right now. But they're like, we're here for Zemo. And they gave him like 8 hours to turn him over. Which isn't a lot of time, actually. But they're like, you have 8 hours, and we're coming for him regardless.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a quote-unquote big criminal on the loose, 8 hours is already 8 hours too many, right?
Yeah.
But then he is the king of Marvel. As a side note, I think Marvel did it again where they made like the side characters more popular than the main characters. You had that with WandaVision, you had like Agatha that was like this major, like everybody was loving her. And then now with Zemo and Captain America. By the way, I didn't know he was the son of Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Oh,
and I saw that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I just realized that too. I'm like,
wow. I did. Yeah, I knew.
I found out today. I was like, wait, what?
That's so cool, though.
Yeah.
Like his father's ego living planet.
I mean, the coolest thing is also the little side fact that I read was that he used to be married to a Dutch girl. I was like, all right. He knows what's good.
All right.
Hello, Wolfie.
Sorry, distracted.
Then let's see. I'm trying to go through my notes here. So we see Sam and Bucky, and also Zemo trying to find out where Donya is, the woman who died in the previous episode, and like they show up at the Flag Smashers like sanctuary, and like they're asking everyone, literally everyone, about her, and like
Turkish delight.
They just run away and hide, and then Zemo just casually walks up in with the Turkish delight candy and gets one of the kids to tell him, and he's like, "Don't trust those two men; they're bad." I'm like, really, really, Simone?
When he said that, I know Simone was like, I knew it. I knew he could not be trusted.
I was thinking that. Because it's so strange, because with Zemo, like, he's a villain, but I don't think he's like the big boss villain. Like, I think we're missing something where I don't actually know what's going on. Like, I'm like, who is the big boss main villain in this show? Because I don't think it's Seymour. And I don't even think it's the new cat. I don't know what it is.
Carly.
Yeah,
Hardly.
possibly. Yeah, but I just don't think Seymour is the main baddie in the show.
No. And
I mean,
again,
also-
just like with Loki, what are they going to do with him? If they're going to get rid of him, it's like, why? He's such a superstar.
Also,
Well,
as well, I've just learned, and I've just actually realised that if you watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier trailers, so I think they've got 3 trailers altogether. If you watch them all, every single clip in every trailer is episode 1 to 4. So there's nothing seen from episode 5 or 6 yet. Like, it's literally all in one trailer. Is 1 to 4. So what are they trying to hide from us? They're trying to hide something.
well, it's
Maybe I'm just being
Marvel.
paranoid.
they're hiding Mephisto.
We're still waiting.
Marvel's always been so secretive with everything.
But yeah, I have actually just realised that.
They're probably hiding Steve Rogers because did he go back as an old man or did he stay in his world as an old man? Will he show up and
Who knows?
that would be fucking weird. Like, oh my gosh.
He'd be like,
And then
you have
see
this shit in
Sharon
the back.
again too. Like that would be kind of awkward.
Taking back the shield. I'll take this. Giving Sam a speech, and it's like the entire episode 6. It's Captain America giving everyone a speech. And it's like, fuck this, I'm going back to the 50s.
Yeah. All right. So like after they get back to where they're hiding, Bucky just like straight up confronts Zemo about like what did she tell you? And like they kind of got into like a confrontation there. And Winter Soldier was like this close to like just punching Zemo. I was like, all right, Bucky, just calm down.
Calm your arm.
So they,
We're back.
Honestly, every time I looked at his arm, I could just think of you. See, oh, look at his magic arm. You ruined it. I literally, I was like, I just looked at his arm. I was like, she's ruined it. She's ruined it. No.
the Disney magic arm.
That's why I was literally calling it that. While watching it.
Oh my gosh. So
Oh, that's at least
So
one
they
thing
find
I
out
will be
that-
remembered by.
yeah. So they find out that Dornia's funeral is nearby, and they follow the little girl to it. And Sam insists that he goes in alone, but also U.S. agent or the new Cap and his partner show up, and they're like, "This is our chance to get her. Let's just go and get her." And Sam and Bucky are like, "No, let's try to be smart about this." I mean, they are all super soldiers, remember? So, or they have the serum in their blood, so they're strong. So you might want to rethink that.
Yeah, but when Battlestar said like, "Hey, actually, they are right," he was like, he was on his own. And that little brat, she got 500 euros. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, Zemo is a rich man, so
He's a baron.
yes, a Baron Zemo.
With no magical arm.
So Sam goes in and tries to talk to Carly, and so far it, like, for the first half of the conversation, it goes pretty well. he tries to reason with her, and she's just sharing like, I wrote it down. Crap. I mean, basically, she just thinks her actions are justified in what she's doing, and then they switch it over to the new Cap, and he's like very impatient by that point, and he's like, "Okay, that's it. I'm just going in." And then Bucky tries to stop him, and then that's when he says, "It must be easy for you."
But also Bucky's face, like, interesting choice of words, sir. But then he just says later that he's like, yeah, the blocker is just crazy. Crazy. I'm like, no, dude. Or was that before? I don't know. But it's like, no, it was after. Because then they barged in again. I'm like, all right. Yeah. But everything that happens, right, with Zemo, when he gets like cuffed and all that stuff, it's like, he gets why. You know, it's not that he's not being really the bad guy.
But the new Cap, he is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Which is why he cuffs him, but somehow he still gets away.
And he's not that good, huh? But Zemo is a man with a plan.
It was the whole scene where literally everybody was like arguing and fighting, and then you just get Zemo in the back, like,
yeah,
he's like sneaking off. Nobody can see him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go in here."
Finish his drink first, and then look, bye.
Not just once, but twice.
Yeah,
twice in this episode.
It was really funny.
I'm like, how is anyone not like paying attention to him? Like,
yeah, because that entire conversation was also very interesting. How it just, you know, exactly as Sam said, the only thing that you're running here is your mouth. I mean, this guy, he is just like, we have absolutely no leads, we have nothing. People are dying, and yet here I am as a symbol. There's so much pressure on him. It's kind of sad when you think about it, you know.
Yeah. But like with those, like both of those fight scenes, though, I mean, they were cool.
Oh snap! How did the Wakanda queens? They just. Especially when he had that shield thing and it just went like between the arm and the shield, just like he was blocked. I was like, that's so badass.
Like when they first came in, I'm like, oh gosh. But then he's like all cocky and like he's like, you just need to leave. And was it Sam or Bucky that said the Dora Milaje aren't the type of people you want to mess with?
Yeah, because he's like, you have no jurisdiction here, and then they're like, you know, whatever we are, we have jurisdiction. I'm like, okay.
I was like, man,
can't argue with that. But yeah, he messes up everything just the time. It's kind of sad in a way, but it makes me really like him, you know, because he is the exact opposite of Steve Rogers. He goes strictly on impulse, and whereas Steve's more like calm and the guy with a good heart. And
yeah, this guy has a temper. That's obvious.
Yeah, but I think that's also because of the PTSD and that he has already experienced so much before, whereas Steve was just, you know, he became this buff guy, but he was just the puppeteer. And then later on, you know, this guy's already been through so much. That's what they're telling us for the last few episodes when they are talking. Like, oh, remember this, remember that.
Then you see like when he's talking to like his friend, like, and he asks him like, if you had the chance to take the serum, would you do it? And so
you mean that the conversation between him and Battlestar, or?
Yes.
Yeah, because Zemo also asks Sam. That's also like, where's the Patriot music when he said no to both questions? They hear trumpet, like he is the new Captain America.
Well, like,
But yeah,
sorry.
no, that conversation that they have when they're, I don't know, like standing having a coffee or whatever. They're just. I mean, that conversation says so much more than just, the serum. As I said, they think back on, Afghanistan, where they lost so many friends, and it's almost like the whole Civil War 2 comic, right? With people taking sides. Is it Tony Stark or is it Team Captain Marvel? And people are like shitting on Captain Marvel because she took decisions based on this Oracle type of guy. And I'm like, yeah, but what would you do? Even though there was an Oracle involved here, but still.
But like that whole part when Zemo catches up with Carly and like ends up shooting her like twice.
Oh, that was so.
I wasn't expecting that, honestly.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Well, Bucky pretty much wants Zemo because Zemo also is a man with a mission that is to destroy all the super soldiers, right? So when he grabbed that tube, whatever you call it, the super serum, is like, is this what I think it is? And then crushing everything. I was like, yes, he is not your enemy. But he really is destroying, or he really wants to destroy Carly because she is, in his eyes, the problem here.
Yeah.
But she's also a good actress because in a way I kind of hate her, which is a good thing. Like, you fucking bitch. Yes. I want to know if I can trust Sam. I'm like, you bastard. Like, what she says, like, well, that's for later, but she calls the system like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah. But of course, then the new Cap, he ends up throwing the shield at Zemo's head and knocks him out cold. I'm like, whoa. But then he finds the unbroken vial of serum, and I'm like, oh god.
I was surprised he didn't take it right away.
Yeah, I was actually. I thought he was going to do that.
But he just puts it in his pocket, but then later in the episode, like when that other fight happens, like all of a sudden we just see him like bend the was it a tube or a pipe? He just like bends it like nothing.
Yeah, because I was thinking, has he took it like off screen? So he hasn't took it so we can see it. So like he could have still taken it.
I think he took it when Lamar was taken away, because when he was attacked, he smashed the shield like into the wall with all the cracks, and he was like, glitching a bit, and there was like blood on the side of his head. So I think that was when it was starting to work, and he really just like, oh, what's with all the knives and.
And Bucky coming in with the knife action. I was like, yes.
The Winter Soldier, baby. Woo!
As well with all the knives, especially where Stan is concerned, I did read that he does his own stunts where the knives are concerned because he learned it, when he was in Winter Soldier. So I have read that if he's in a scene where like a knife throwing is occurring, it's him that's doing it, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because like when I remember the fight scene between Steve and Bucky and Winter Soldier, like that whole scene was just really like intense and fast, like one of my favorite fight scenes ever.
One of the best.
Yeah.
probably the best when you think about it, because that
Yeah.
was like human to human, or like, well, Winter Soldier, like two super soldiers, but it was still human to human, no superpowers, and yeah, that was badass. Like this is the whole choreography.
I know.
And then the mask of Bucky.
Yeah, because as well, and there was a scene where there was a fight scene with Bucky as well, and like he pushed I can't remember what it's called, but he pushed him like through a wall, and it was kind of like he was Winter Soldier, but he was Bucky, like, and it was so powerful, and then it was like stay down, and I was like,
Yeah.
God, I was like, whoa, that's like on the verge of Winter Soldier, but like it's not in a bad way. Like he has control of what he can do, and he's like, yeah, stay down. I was like, yeah, you tell him.
Yeah.
Because at the end, he should be more powerful than them, with the amount of years that he has, all these trainings, and has others, and I just hope for that one final fight, maybe against Captain America. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh,
Possibly.
I mean,
because as well, I love that because obviously, like he's free, like he's not like being controlled anymore, but nobody else knows. So it's exciting to find out. Say with Zemo, like I just can't wait. And I think there's going to be a big scene with him and Zemo, but I just can't work out what it is. Like a big, maybe a fight scene, possibly.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
or maybe Zemo will end Captain America, because he is a super soldier that he hates and just puts a bullet in the head. Like, really? That's how you're gonna end it? Because the conversation that Sam, or the thing that Sam tells him, like, blood isn't always the answer, but the way that you can tell, like, Zemo's thought is way different. He's more like rational with that. He's like, no, everybody should die. That's why he also says, but then what about Bucky? Because the only good winter, or the only good super soldier, was Captain America. But when you think about it, when he is Captain America at the end, the Walker guy, when he's smashing that shield, it really reminded me of Civil War when Steve was going at it at Tony. I'm like, but what's the difference? I mean, you could try to stop a suit, but was he trying to stop them? What is the difference, right? Then it takes it all back to Zemo's conversation, like when you put one on a pedestal, whatever. They can get away with anything, just like Wanda, right? Wanda can get away with brainwashing an entire village for like a week or two and do whatever. And you're like, oh, yeah, but she's been through so much. But then here's this guy who went through war. We have seen it also in the Punisher series, what can happen with these type of guys, and the Punisher itself. But I think that they, if they will put more light on characters like that, with PTSD, especially when they've been to war, because there's so many people out there that have served, and their voice is never heard. So, hey, I know who that is. Now I know. What is up, Brad?
Hey, Brad.
Macho Man.
Macho Man's here.
Oh, my future mafioso club member.
Yep. All right, so, but like getting back to the new Cap, I like when I saw that he actually took the serum. Well, we didn't see it, but when we saw that he was strong, like I immediately thought that he is going to be strong, but he's not going to be right in the head, and we kind of see a little bit of that. So
Yeah. Because I don't really remember how the conversation went up, but I remember my brother, he said this. He said, remember in the first Captain America when the doctor is like telling Steve, like, you're worthy of the serum because you have a good heart, and, you know, other people, they will turn into a bully. It's like, damn it, for once he says something useful that I haven't thought of yet. But it's true, you know?
Mm-hmm. It just pretty much enhances what you are on the inside, basically.
Yes. Because you see these type of people also running on the field when Steve is training to be... is this a test? You have these type of Walker guys running around, so maybe he will make a cameo in the end, even as the old guy. Oh my god. No, I should stop. I should not speculate. I should know better, especially after WandaVision. Mephisto.
Yeah. That would be awesome, though.
If it doesn't happen, I'ma die.
All right, so I guess we can get to that part where Carly ends up calling Sam's sister and basically threatens her. Like,
yeah. But the way that she says it, it also comes off that she's a bit insecure in what she's doing. Like, she's really turning into that villain or the supremacist. You know, like the dog. I don't know. She's either really meant to be a villain or.
it's hard to say. Like, some of the things she says, like, it doesn't seem like the stereotypical, like, villain per se.
But the same goes for Simo. Simo wants to end. He wanted to end Hydra. He wanted to end the super soldier type of thing, and he is considered the bad guy because of what? Because we know Bucky and Captain America. But these are people that are, well, aside from Captain America, but these were people, including Bucky, that were trained to kill even innocent people.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tony's parents.
Yeah.
That still hurts me, that still.
Yeah, but that entire dialogue between them, you know, when Steve is like, yeah, but he's my friend, and then Tony goes, so was I. And I'm like, oh,
Oh, man.
The squeezed butt cheeks I had when I was watching that in the cinema when he's like splashing. I was like, no, someone's
like that whole movie just like broke my heart. Like seeing them fight each other.
I was so convinced it was either Tony or Steve that was going to die. So when that last scene happened, especially when, you know, the arm of Winter Soldier was off, and I'm like, oh god, now it's just Steve and Tony, and Steve was pissed, like Johnny Walker, you know, after Lamar. And I was like, oh my god, it's gonna happen. And then, you know, he was stuck with the shield in the chest, and then, you're not worthy of it. He left. I was like, oh my god.
Obviously, the only difference between the last scene in this episode and Civil War was this guy didn't have any armor on, so just went right through.
Yeah. I mean, if Tony wasn't that genius with building it, you know, he could have been dead, basically. You know, you can say, I know some people say, like, he was just trying to destroy that light bulb thing, but still. He went, like, he could have just punched Tony in the face to knock him out. But no, he really went violently, like.
Yeah.
So, whatever it is that people think, Steve wasn't really a saint, you know, all the time. He also killed people, and
he did go rogue too.
Exactly. To help out a friend, just like Lamar is, or Johnny Walker is now. But when that happened, right? When Carly, right, when she kicked Lamar to the pole and whatever the pillar. Already the faces of Bucky and Falcon, like,
yeah,
that just happened.
They
are the stars of the show, but they are just like frozen, like, uh-oh, and then
What do we
Carly is
do?
also like in shock, like, did I kill someone again? And then runs away. But also how she, in a way, she's a coward. I mean, she basically stood there watching her friend getting killed.
Yeah.
Well, she was the one saying that she wanted to kill the symbol, so.
Yeah.
Murderer.
And now everyone in that vicinity caught that on camera, so.
Oh, that was just. It was. Honestly, it was very, very dark. Especially for Disney, very dark. But it was just.
Yes.
But it was just so good as well, even though it was horrible, and it was. Yeah, but it was such a good scene, and like even his face, and you know what? I have to give credit to the actor. I don't know his full name. I remember his full name, but he's a really good actor, and he's playing a fantastic part. And I said it last week. He's getting a lot of hate and a lot of death threats, and I'm just thinking, oh, what? Why? What's wrong with people? He is a really good actor, and he's playing a part that it's designed for people to hate him.
Yeah,
And he's very good at it.
When I was younger and I was hating on an actor or actress, right? I'm like, I'm so annoyed by this person, blah, blah, blah. My mom was like, you know what that means? I'm like, no. She's like, that means they're doing a good job in acting because you're getting so carried away by it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, shit, never looked at it from that point of view. So thanks, Mom.
But it's right. It's right.
Louie!
Hey, Louie.
Life Comics.
Honestly, I'm ashamed. But I'm not ashamed, but I do love Zemo as well.
Oh,
it was just the scene when he was in like a black robe, and like he's got a thing of Turkish delight. I'm just like, how good is your life? Like, how good is your life to be stress free and just to be walking about in a robe?
The cherry blossom tea.
Like, I was like, there's a lot going on now when you're not bothered. It was so funny.
But that's also an interesting conversation between him and Sam. You know, when he's just like laying on the couch like a king, and with the recovering from the shield smash of Walker, and he's like asking Sam like, have they ever asked you if you wanted the serum or whatever it is exactly that he says? And Sam goes, no. Would you take the serum? No. Without hesitation. And he was like impressive, you know, and I'm like, he is the new Captain America. Yes, the Zemo cut is now released on Marvel.
Yeah. So good.
That is Marvel's answer to Snyder Cut.
And as well with Sam, there was a particular fight scene. It was so good. It was, I can't remember which one it was. But it was so good, and I was just like, yeah, go on, Sam. He's a really good fighter as well.
Yeah, because isn't it not when they're going to meet up the kid that's going to bring them to the funeral, where when John Walker's like, you know, we're fighting super soldiers, and Bucky's like, he's fought wars, and he's really with the after what's with all the knives, you know, he's really standing on his own. You know, this is just a regular guy. All the others have the super serum, and he's just standing there with his wings and his blaster, and he's smart. He's already calculating all the steps ahead, and he is made for it.
But I really liked how he used his wings in the flight suit in the fight. Like when he I think he like burned one person like with the the back of it. I was like, okay, Sam.
Yeah, he's good.
Really clever.
He's standing on his own.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yes.
Especially how he just fell back to the stick that was stuck in the pillar. That the lady that helped Bucky recover, that she, I don't know what she does, she punches or kicks him and then he gets to the stick and then actually falls down. That's how powerful. I was like, damn, that stick. Okay.
Yeah.
Or when that other lady like grabs the shield, I'm like, damn, like it's that easily taken from you, dude.
I was saying when I was watching it, I was like, don't give it back to him. Give it to Simone.
It's just
But also when like the whole fight started, like Sam was like, shouldn't we do something about this?
But oh yeah, the conversation between Sam and Carly, how she said something like, I would kill them again if I had to, and that's what she realized. Like, shit, no, that's what he like. He made her express her feelings, and that's when she realized, like, oh shit, this was his play. Like, for me just to admit that I would murder again, and it's not what I meant.
Mind
It's like,
games.
he's good.
Yeah.
Just imagine him in a room with Johnny Walker. Louis always laughing.
So was there anything else that stood out to you guys?
I think the name. What's the name of his best friend? Lamar. So you know when he died, on like the pillar. It's interesting to see the differences between, you know, the fake cop watching his best friend and die and his reaction to it, to then in the first Avenger, you know, when Steve basically watched Bucky, what he thought when Bucky died. So there's a very big difference from Steve watching his best friend die and then to this. It was very interesting.
I love his emotions though in the voice, like Lamar, Lamar. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, because there was a lot of, you know, there was a bit of sadness in his voice as well because it's his best friend. But as well, I was really shocked that he's been killed off.
But is he really dead? Because they took another shot while he was going at it, you know, like you saw it while he was breathing, but they took another shot at Lamar. I'm like, is he really then dead? Or
if he's not dead, I mean, he's just killed somebody for almost killing his best friend. So like, and it's all on camera. It's all on camera.
He must be Italian.
So I don't know. I think he died. I don't know. But we'll see. Because I was quite shocked because I thought they were going to introduce him a lot more into Marvel. But yeah.
Yeah, that second shot at Lamar was really like, but is he then really dead, or is it just, you know, he was just knocked the fuck out for just a few seconds? But I think also because of the serum that he took, because he was already bleeding from his head, like that really just made the aggression even. But also just the fact that Falcon or Sam and Bucky were just standing there like, oh snap.
It was just the faces. They were like, what do we do?
But also at the end, right, when they're also at that square, just their faces, and you see Sam like, oh, God. Because he just sees like the entire legacy of hello of Steve just being flushed down the toilet in whatever country it is that they're at. And then just a matter of time, I'm pretty sure that when Zemo sees it, that's going to be interesting, right? When he's like watching it on the news somewhere, that that now the new captain has that super serum. Ooh. He's the baddie you need, right? He will go full John Wick style, turtleneck, all the guns ready, and he's like, "I got some guy to kill, not just Carly, but now also Captain America," because he already hates the whole Avengers thing.
Yeah. Because it'll be interesting as well because he's done that. Obviously, with the shield, you just know that shield is going to be taken off him instantly. Like that is no longer going to be his. Like he's not going to have like that symbol that he wanted. It's going to be interesting.
And maybe that's how Sam. Maybe that's how Sam gets it.
Possibly.
Because
I honestly have no clue how it's going to end. Like, is Sam going to get it? Or is Bucky? I don't know. I don't think Bucky will get it.
No, I actually think the theory of Gabby of last week, the White Wolf, or it was you, right, who said that he would go to Wakanda because they're really testing the waters now. Also, that he has such history already in Wakanda.
Yeah,
they're just testing the waters. Would the audience be able to handle it if instead of the Black Panther, they're just gonna go with the White Wolf? Or ooh.
But it's so sad, if you think about it, because the Black Panther, I mean, he sadly passed away, and it's so heartbreaking because then you can't have, that you can't have him in the films or anything anymore. So they have to do something, but it has to be really respectful. So I do think, if they do choose to do something like that, it's going to be a toughie.
Yeah. Because I think if they're gonna recast someone else now as Black Panther, that's gonna just cause a shitstorm.
Yeah, I personally don't think they'll do that.
No.
I think it'll just be 100% they won't recast him with another actor as Black Panther.
No.
This is not going to happen. So yeah, but I don't know. But I do think the shield, it could go to Sam. Or it could just go back in the museum, and it could end with,
I think that might actually just happen,
Because if you think, it's kind of Marvel's way, like Iron Man and Cap and stuff, that it's kind of like it kind of wants to end some of the superheroes because it's time to show other ones and introduce other ones to the MCU, and it could be their way of saying, well, actually, we don't need a Captain America. Maybe.
Yeah, so I also hope then in that way, if we're going to do that, if we're going to let go of the previous characters, I hope that they're not going to turn Peter Parker truly into Tony Stark's little bitch, because he's getting all the Stark gadgets, and it's like, really? He was in the Netherlands, though. That was weird.
Yeah, because in the comics, Spider-Man, he didn't have a mentor or anything. He did everything by himself.
Yeah, so why make him Tony's bitch in the movie, right? It's like, really? Like, oh, Happy brought a bunch of gadgets. Like, I'm pretty sure Tony wanted you to have this. Come on. Thank you, Louie.
Oh. See you soon. Thanks for tuning in.
He tells it to all the ladies, so I'm kidding. That you actually highlighted the comment, Gabby. Steve Rogers of all of us. Language.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just really excited for how this is gonna end. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited either way.
This ending really made me like go full vision. My whole radar is now like Falcon and Winter Soldier. They had sometimes my attention. Because it wasn't, I think it was a kicker. He was like, it was almost 9 o'clock. He was like, hey, are you ready for the new episode? I'm like, oh yeah, the new episode. Whereas with WandaVision, I was already like, waiting. And
You're like waiting.
now I'm like, they have me. I want this Captain America.
I want Zemo.
Yes. Just like with WandaVision, you were like, I want Agatha.
Oh my gosh.
I just think it's because there's only the 2 episodes left. I just have no clue, and I think that's why I'm so hyped up, because I really want to know, like, how they're gonna say with WandaVision. I mean, although it was nine episodes, it
no
was
idea.
kind of accepted. Yeah, it was kind of like it was kind of acceptable to have just them 9 episodes, because Wanda's going to be in Doctor Strange like 2, so it's like that's more of her. And then it's the same with Loki. I don't have a clue what they're doing with Loki, but with Winter Soldier, I'm sorry, Sam, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Sorry,
Falcon and the magical arm.
Falcon, Winter Soldier. I do love you. But like, I just have no clue, and it's going to be interesting. So that's why I think they're going to do something with the Winter Soldier and like in Wakanda type thing. Because in my eyes, as well, how come I've heard there's meant to be a special guest. But
they said that in WandaVision too. Don't go for it.
I'm not believing any rumor. I don't believe anything, because you don't know whether it's true. I would like it to be true, but I think I think with the whole Wakanda thing, it must be important. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been introduced. Like, it must have. He must have something in the. I don't know what, if I'm explaining myself, but it must be important. Otherwise, they wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, I think it's just like testing the waters, you know.
Yeah.
How is the audience going to respond? I mean, and I was like, what, last week when the whole Wakanda music happened, right? But Bucky was chasing balls in the street. It was like, oh shit, they're gonna bring in Wakanda? Interesting. And then now with these ladies popping up, and the history between the one lady and Bucky, you know, she just like arm unlocked. And
I was like, honestly, I was actually angry at that bit. I was like, you don't touch Bucky, you don't do that. Don't touch his arm. I actually was like, don't touch his arm. You can't do that. I was very angry. I'll admit it.
Oh, so instead of for people buy the real life-size Thor's hammer, we just want the magical Disney arm. It glows in the dark.
No, I wouldn't buy that. Maybe.
You just draw it.
Oh yeah,
Just like the ultrasound background you had last week, right?
It wasn't an ultrasound.
Oh man.
Boom, pregnant. But I think everybody was just more amazed by the ending of the last scene, seeing Cap's shield with blood on it. That
was a pretty cool shot, actually.
It was.
Yeah, it really was.
It was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So who's going to be the special guest? No, I'm kidding. if it's not Steve, I'm done with Disney. No, I'm not.
Literally, I think I'm just going to call it. It's going to be old Steve. Just like
Yeah, taking
for a
back
second, he'll just pop back and just go, I'll just take my shield back, thank you, and then just go back. It's like, I don't want that. I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind. I want to be Cap now.
Yeah.
I've changed my, like, imagine if it ends like, I'm back.
I went back in time again to get the Infinity Stones to become young again, and here I am. I'm taking back your shield, motherfucker. Or it's just like a special appearance of War Machine at the end. You're like, what the fuck is this guy doing in here? Yes.
So could it be possible for someone else from Wakanda to come back? Like maybe Shuri?
That'll be cool. That'll be really cool.
Yeah, or the one girl that played the girlfriend-ish type of Black
Shuri,
Panther.
the sister.
Yeah, but the other one that played the girlfriend type.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she will
Forgot her
show up.
name.
I mean, we're already fantasizing, and it's probably just going to be Tony Stark as a what is it called? What's the name? When it's not there in person, but it's like with
hologram.
lights. Yes.
Oh yeah, like a hologram.
A hologram Tony Stark. You took my
could just
mother.
be Loki. Like,
You killed Martha.
Could really be anyone. It's hard to say.
I mean, technically, he was already pulling a Bruce Wayne at the what was it, the Dark Knight with the Joker? You know,
yeah.
When he was chasing the guy.
Where is she? Yeah, like I was like, hey, that's Batman. No, Batman was in Marvel.
Yeah, so
I thought the exact thing. I was like, that's very Batman.
You're so dark. Are you from the DC universe?
That was my first thought. I was like, oh, that is a very Batman line. A copy.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But only 2 more episodes left. Like, what the hell? Where are they going? But then we had the same thing with WandaVision. And then, like, the 8th episode was just an entire fucking flashback. You're like, yeah, okay, but now you got 1 episode left. What the hell are you going to do? And everything was so fast-paced in the entire episode, so you just don't know.
Yeah. And I wonder if they'll have, like, a after-credit scene.
Oh, yeah, because it's like the semi... yeah, who knows?
I guess we'll see.
A Black Widow talking from heaven. Why did you never kiss me back in Budapest? Like, oh, Bucky. Or maybe it's the Punisher. You know, he's like, you know what? Fuck all of you. Basically, anything that happens in Marvel in the MCU, just think about it. If the Punisher was there, nothing would have happened. He would have already taken care of the super soldiers, like fucking bazooka. That would have been awesome.
Oh, I have.
You have the mini arm.
No, actually, there's his arm.
Oh, what is that?
Yeah.
So it's a pin.
Oh, nice.
Got the Falcon, and then I've got my Winter Soldier pin, obviously.
Oh,
that's cool.
Damn.
Because there's a little story behind this. I ordered them from Shop Disney, obviously in the UK. And I ordered the Winter Soldier one because it's a limited edition. Obviously, I'm going to buy it. And I was like, oh, yeah. So then I opened it. And it was with Falcon. And I was, because obviously it's like a, because if you move it, you see Sam.
Oh, that's cool.
Can you see?
Yeah.
But I was like, I didn't order this pin.
Did you
like,
film
there's
your
no way.
reaction? Because I wanted to see your. Hopefully, you filmed that reaction because it would have been so cool to see your disappointment. Like, fucking Falcon.
No, but I was it wasn't. That was not my reaction. But I was like, this isn't the pin that I ordered. I was like, where's my Winter Soldier pin? So I emailed them and they were like, oh yeah, you've been sent the wrong pin. So if you just order the Winter Soldier one again, so you can keep this, which I thought was really nice of them. And then I
paid for it, right?
No, that was for free. So that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they literally let me keep it. I was like, yes, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
But I'm excited because I've noticed with Disney, obviously because of the Marvel TV shows, they're releasing a lot more merchandise for the characters, and it's well deserved. And I'm just waiting for Loki now.
Oh
I
my
need
God.
my Loki merch.
Yeah.
I need my Loki merch. So the best hurry up and make them.
We need Loki underwear.
I'm-
I just say horns up, right? Oh no, wait. Wrong channel. All right, sorry.
Yeah.
So, Simone, do you have any more artwork coming up?
I'm almost finished 3 of. I've done some big paintings for Falcon and Winter Soldier. So when I was saying that I was doing, like I was going to paint some scenes, I've almost done them. So that is coming up.
Nice.
And then there's also, I've started, there's a Winter Soldier and Black Widow. I've done a thing of them. So that's
a thing of them.
it's just them. It's not, oh, yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I almost finished that. And then it just never ended. God, also I've done a Daredevil painting last week.
Oh yeah,
that was so good.
Well, I've just started the 2nd season, so I need to paint him, like with his black mask. So I've started it, but I need to finish that. And then I think in the 3rd season he gets his like red suit.
Just
but I need to
wait
paint that.
until the Punisher goes to jail, honey. You'll be busy painting the Punisher. Ooh.
But yeah, so that is.
I was like, this is what I need. Speaking of knives,
Season 2 was amazing.
That would have been cool. I mean, the way that he goes at it in that, I don't want to say too much to spoil it for her, but he also uses knife, right? For a bit. That would have been cool. Him against Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Bucky would not survive. Like he would literally rip off the arm and just strangle him with it, and like beat the shit out of it.
Just strangle him with his own arm.
It's punish. I should write a punishment book. I think.
That way. Yeah, there's a few. Oh yeah, there's actually a lot.
With the arm.
I can picture that in my head now. Why?
Envision.
Oh yeah.
Imagine there's no.
But there's actually, there's a lot of my paintings coming up. There's a few more Daredevil. There's a lot of Winter Soldier stuff. And then Loki. Even from the trailer, the visuals of that trailer is unbelievable. And I was like, I need to paint a lot of things from that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just having the time to do them all.
Tom Hiddleston, I've seen some of the pre-MCU movies of his, right? He looks like a total wimp. But when he goes dark, It's like, take me to hell. I'm ready. Let's go. Like Bad Romance of Lady Gaga starts playing, right? You can trick me. Trick or treat. Ooh. All right. Simone is going to be drawing something totally different. It's a commission for animation. Okay. It's Loki with his popsicle.
Yeah, so everyone just be sure to like and go follow Simone.
Yes.
On Instagram and YouTube. And all her amazing
Daredevil.
artwork.
The Daredevil was lickable, I'm telling you.
That was hilarious, that comment. So, when I read that comment, I was at work, and then all of a sudden, I just burst out laughing. And they were like, what's funny? I was like, just read this comment. And they were like, yeah. We would do
Just
I was
read
like,
this comment.
It was so funny. I was like, honestly, that's like, I'm not going to say it.
But I want to know.
You wait till after stream.
It was just funny, and that I kind of agreed with what you said, but yeah. I was like, I'm not actually brave enough to say that in a comment.
Well, sometimes I have my I don't give a shit. And then someone reminds me of the shit I said. I was like, did I say that? Yes, you did. Oh.
Also, I need to upload. There's a YouTube video that I need to upload. That's it's a painting one, and then there's another one with a comic book haul, because I've got some beautiful. I mean, I can show you some here.
Ooh, a teaser.
Oh, isn't she stunning?
Ooh.
Isn't she lovely? Yeah.
Nice.
How pretty is she?
Yara Flor.
And there's one with her and Superman.
Oh my God. I mean,
that's beautiful.
If Superman would look like that, I would be like,
look, that's a teaser. That's a behind the scenes of my next comic book haul.
The first thing I would ask Superman is, if you're called the Man of Steel, does that mean that?
I just assumed what you were thinking straight away. I was like, I know what she's going to say.
I'm just going to leave it like that. But hey, you guys are laughing, so it's not me who's disgusting. It's you two.
You're a bad influence. So it's not me and Gabby. You can't blame us. I didn't say nothing. Neither did Gabby. I just laughed.
Neither did I.
Well, you sort of did. See? Thank you.
Disney.
Yeah.
I've listened to too many Prince and Madonna songs. I'm very sorry.
So, Sana, what's next for you?
I have actually no idea. Maybe I'll do something on this to talk about the stuff that I've read so far, because I did the first video, and there's some amazing quotes in here. What?
Your investigation video, the live one yesterday. It was pretty cool. I was amazed by everything you knew, because I was watching it and I was like, how can she know so much about something? Was it written down, or were you just like, I know my stuff?
Well, I had
very impressive.
the entire day that I started in the morning, but I don't know, for some reason I'm not a morning person, so it took a while to get out of my mind properly. So I took a walk around the house. I was cussing, like, fuck this fucking bullshit. What the fuck? What's going on? Why can I not fucking speak about this? I know shit. I took a cup of coffee, turned it on, and it just happened. So if I do know something and I am passionate about it, then yeah, it just happened to be about
exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it was great when it was. And you said something like I know that I do comic book stuff and that, but I also have other interests, and it's like exactly like it's what you love, and you should talk about it.
Yeah, because I remember when I started last year, Cinemasian, I was first like, can I actually do that on my channel? And it was Simple Simon. He was like, dude, it's your channel. You can do whatever the fuck. I was like, yeah, actually, you're right. Why am I even questioning it? So ever since then, I just do whatever. And, I know, as I also said, I think in the video, like, I know people want rat's ass about this, but, it's okay. It's something that I like doing. So
Exactly.
But it's nice to see that people give me positive feedback, that they like what they're seeing, and
have I added The Godfather to my reading list as well? So
oh my god,
I've never
such an influencer.
I've never read it, so it's added to my list.
It's a classic that a lot of people, they know about it, but they haven't read it, or at least for like the last 20 years, people are not really picking up on it. I'm like, damn it, it's such a good book.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks. Oh my god, like, I had a shortcut. Not just a shortcut, I had a brain fart.
Yeah.
But yeah, soon I'll probably start my entire thing on Vito Corleone, because as I said, I could never get into him because of Marlon Brando, even though Marlon Brando is an amazing actor. But when I read the book, I do notice that Robert De Niro's character, or his portrayal, comes closer to the actual character in the book. But still, Michael Corleone, oh my god. Yeah. Just nobody knows about being in Holland, and I want to keep it that way. Actually, there are a lot of Dutch people lately joining Instagram, like the comic community, and I'm kind of worried. Because I don't want to walk into a comic shop, someone be like, Animation! Just like,
You're like, I'm not here.
It's not me.
Don't talk to me, fool. And I also got a new book today. Let me wait. Hold on. It's gonna be. Hold on, just a second. Grab it. Oh my god. It's another European comic type of thing. It's an Italian character, or at least it's like made in Italy. Diabolic. And so this is translated in Dutch, so I'll be diving into this. Probably make a video about it. Watched the movie yesterday. Look at the great eyebrows. Oh my god. Oh, honestly, look at it.
My eyebrows are on point.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean. Whew. So I'll probably do a video on him pretty soon.
Nice.
Be like, la, 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 la. Yeah, that's it, I guess. And of course, eventually the idea is to do the mafia thing, but I don't know. I'm having some kind of like slow burnout lately. I'm like, but in time.
Yeah,
no rush.
What about you, Gabby? What do you have coming up?
Well, my birthday is actually next week, so I'm gonna be doing a special birthday stream on my Twitch channel for my birthday, and the idea is to
When's
possibly
your birthday?
the 15th.
I think
I'm
it's so funny, as I told you yesterday, when you always go, I am not an Aries. You're like, when is your birthday again? Before I forget, I'll probably be posting about it on Instagram stories and this. Like, oh, how Aries of you.
Yeah, so the idea is to possibly have a 12-hour stream.
12
So-
hours. Yeah. That is
I'm not gonna guarantee it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do it.
Damn, it's going to require a lot of pizza.
Definitely.
So will there be like a karaoke session happening?
Not yet,
Damn it.
but eventually. I will say that.
Eventually. Ooh. I'm going to be dancing.
No dancing. Sorry. But other than that, I do have some videos that I want to post. I have one other character spotlight video I did on Quake, so
It's about
I'll be
time,
posting
actually.
about that. It's actually top 10 favorite Quake moments and throughout the course of the show, so I'm gonna post that soon.
Only 10?
Well, obviously there's more, but still.
We have a 12-hour stream, so you can get through all of them.
Yeah, so it's pretty much it for me. And be sure to like and subscribe.
Oh, yes. Do that. Now we will return next week
Yes.
for the special
Bye.
episode. The magical Disney arm. And
I can join again. I can join again next week.
Yay.
You know what's hilarious? So I've joined every episode in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I bet the last one. I bet I'm working on the last one.
Oh.
Honestly, I'll just ring in sick. It's fine.
Yeah, just call in sick.
Yeah.
Fine. No.
You probably have to
I
recover,
understand.
right?
Understand.
You'll be too dehydrated to go to work.
Yeah, so we will be back next week, Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, for episode 5. See you, everybody.